Hey guys, so those of you that have been following me for a while know that I've been running the Competition Works exhaust on my Aprilia RSP4. I love this exhaust, I love the style of it, I love the sound of it, but honestly it is brutally loud. It's MotoGP loud, which is great if you're just riding around and you want to make that kind of a statement, but when you're a moto blogger and you have a mic in your helmet and you're trying to talk, makes it very difficult, which for me the ideal solution was a switch exhaust. So I'm proud to announce I have a new exhaust sponsor called SC Project. We'll talk more about them in a little bit, but what I want to do now is I want to measure the sound of this pipe, the decibel reading, and then we're going to pull it off, we're going to weigh it, and then we're going to weigh the new pipe and put it on and measure the loudness of it. Then we'll take it for a ride and see how it works while I'm recording. And then we'll talk more about what you could be looking for when you want to choose an exhaust for your bike. I have to say, I love the sound of this new exhaust. It still sounds powerful, yet not brutally loud. And I have to say, I think of all the mods that you can do to a bike, exhaust is the most exciting. Taking off that big, bulky stock exhaust, putting on a custom performance exhaust, it looks so much better. And the excitement of not knowing what your bike's going to sound like, that new sound, the anticipation of hitting that start button and hearing that new sound is awesome. So really this comparison isn't between Competition Works and SC Project. It's more or less the GP style exhausts versus the larger can exhaust, because even SC Project makes a lot of GP exhaust systems for this bike. Now you can see by my sound test, the sound meter on my phone obviously is a joke. It wouldn't go over 88 decibels. So I couldn't really give you guys a measurement there. It looked like at idle they were about the same, but I don't even know if I trust that measurement. But I can just tell with my human ear that this exhaust is definitely quieter. It has to be quieter. Now as far as how much each one weighs, you can see that the stock one weighed about 7 pounds 11 ounces. The Competition Works GP style exhaust came in at 2 pounds 14 ounces, and my new SC Project with the larger can came in at about 3.84 pounds. Now it doesn't surprise me at all that the SC Project came in heavier. It's got a larger can, and even though the connecting pipe is titanium, which weighs absolutely nothing, there's just more going on inside the muffler. But I didn't really, weight wasn't really one of my large factors in choosing a performance exhaust. I knew it was going to be way lighter than stock, and that's what really matters to me. For you guys, I think the main factors when you're looking for a slip-on exhaust is budget, style, sound. And the reason I say that as far as performance goes, you're not going to get a ton of performance gains with a slip-on exhaust. It really depends on your bike, where your catalytic converter is. On this bike, the catalytic converter is actually in the muffler. So when I changed it, I no longer have a catalytic converter. Now, your bike may have the catalytic converter under the bike, which is before the muffler. So even if you put on a slip-on exhaust, you're not bypassing the catalytic converter, which is slightly restrictive with airflow. For slip-on mufflers, you're looking at about $400 up to almost $1,800 depending on which brand you go with. SC Project for this bike here is one of the premium brands, which is why it was my choice. I actually, over time, my preference and style changed from the GP style exhaust which are really minimal, to this larger can. I don't know why, I just like this one better now. And the fact that it's quieter just totally works in my favor. For you guys, you may want the really loud GP exhaust. If you do, go for it. Now, there's a lot of talk about performance gains between a small can on a GP exhaust versus a larger can like what I have on my bike now. A lot of people say the GP exhaust systems, they don't have enough back pressure, so you lose power. I honestly don't have any facts to back that up, but if you think about it, look at racing. SC Project is very involved in MotoGP, Moto3, Moto2. They even sponsored the Repsol Honda team with Marc Marquez. And look at the GP bikes. They all run the small GP pipe. And then when you look at World Superbike, they all have a pipe with a larger can. So who's to say if one's really better than the other? I really don't know. A lot of manufacturers don't list the horsepower gains with a slip-on exhaust. Matter of fact, I can't find any. But what I did find out in my research is that you can expect up to a 5% gain. Now, as I said, that really depends on your catalytic converter situation. And just so you get a true sound comparison of the exhaust, here's the MotoGP style exhaust that I used to have on my bike. And here's an example of the new exhaust with a bigger can. Now, if you got up to $2,800 to burn and you want to get some extra horsepower on your bike, you need to go with the full system. I did find a download chart on a full system, and it looked like the horsepower gain was 12 to 15 horsepower. That's pretty good. But there is a price. I mean, on a 1000, do we really need that much more horsepower? Unless you're a track guy just trying to squeeze every inch of power out of these bikes, you don't need it. You know, you just really need a slip-on. And like I said, slip-ons max out at about $850. The exhaust on my bike, I believe, is $858. The one that I just took off from Competition Works is somewhere in the $600 range. Now, a lot of times what riders will do is when they put on an exhaust, they'll also do some fuel management to gain some substantial power. Not sure how much, but if you put a power commander on your bike at the same time to control your fuel, you will definitely feel a big difference. I chose SC Project because it's a premium Italian brand. I have an Italian motorcycle. It's as exotic as the bike itself. They're made in Milan, Italy. Their heritage in racing is deep. I mean, like I said, all the way from the top of the heap, doing MotoGP with Werkes and the Repsol team, and who knows who else. They have a batch of riders in Moto3 and Moto2, so these guys really know their exhaust. So yeah, guys, if you're looking to upgrade your exhaust, really focus on style that fits your taste, your budget, and the kind of sound you're looking for. All exhaust companies have their own unique sound. The way I choose my exhaust systems is I go on YouTube, I look for videos about different sound files, and see what I can find, you know. And alright guys, I hope that helps you out in choosing your next exhaust. Thanks for hanging out, and I will see you next Monday.